I'm here with Hannah Galan, who is from the Free Software Foundation Europe and will share some love with us.
Thank you very much. So, first of all, before starting, I would like to ask you a couple of questions. The first is just raise your hand if you say thank you to anyone in the last 24 hours. Only? Really? Okay, and then who say thank you to the developer of that super amazing free software project you are using in the last, let's say, 3 months? Okay, one. That's it. So today we are going to talk about this, about how great it is to say thank you and to, and celebrate, the people who are doing great things and then are just developing free software, so then we can use it. So I'm going to talk about the I Love Free Software Day. It's the day that we celebrate together free software. And yeah, last year was really, really fun. We've been doing this for the last decades, indeed. And as you can see, there's so many things we are going to talk about today about this that you can do to say thank you. So, but first of all, okay, what is the I Love Free Software Day? So, I Love Free Software Day is the day when we show our love for free software. It's the day that we just, send a nice message to that developer that is making our life easier, and then, to congratulate them for their great work, and also for them to feel appreciated, and, because they're doing really, really great things. So we celebrate it usually on Valentine's Day, because as you can have seen, I'm now full of hearts. I even have an ice cream heart here. And yeah, so we're trying to use that day or that week just to show appreciation for software developers. So there's supposed to be a heart there, close to love. There's no, so yeah, you can imagine that. And yeah, so as I said, we show our appreciation, our gratitude for everyone contributing to free software. How? This is the super easy part, just by saying thank you. And then, what's happening? So, what's happening in the day, you're like, okay, how can I say thank you? So, for example, there's 2 really easy ways. The easiest is social networks. I'm sorry if I now ask you, who has, is active on any social network here? Most of you would say yes. Maybe you can raise your hands. Yeah, so super easy. You can just, that day send a message with the hashtag I love FS is here. You cannot see it, but I will show you later. And yes, say thank you to that amazing project that you really like. But also, we have a Serpic, we have so many other things that you can use. And one really cool thing is our postcards. So what you can do is go to our booth, I also have here a lot, get our postcard, write, and if you give this postcard these days to us or to enforce them, or Congress, so the next conference when you see the FSFE, we will really mail this to that free software project. I mean, you can also do it yourself, but this, this will be then free. And you can also organize and attend events and meetups. We usually have a lot of events and meetups around that week, most of them that day, but also in that week, all around Europe. And you don't need to be part of the FSFE, for a local group to do it. It will be really nice if you also join what our local groups are doing. All this information will be soon in our website, so just go there. And for example, last year we have a really nice event in Bergamo with our Italian community, but also we have events in Barcelona, in Berlin, in Denmark, in the Netherlands, so there's no excuse not to join them, indeed. And then one of the best things you can do, if you can afford it, is to donate money to those projects, or even a bit of your time if you are a developer and know what you are doing. And this is some examples of what is happening on this day. Like, for example, last year we got this super nice email from SUSE telling us that they were donating during these days. For each post, their employees were like they were donating money to us. And yeah, they donated money to the FSFE. We were the project that like they chose last year. But also, as I said, you have the SERPIC. And this is an example of, as I was telling you, some of the postcards that we sent. And this is also really something really cool. I couldn't bring it with me, but last year during FOSDEM, we were giving these kits to some projects, and then they have to tinker it around. It's like with Arduino, and then make the heart having like super nice lights. So, why do we need this? Because you were thinking, okay, this is really nice, but why? So, as my questions show here in this room, only one person say thank you to a project in the last 3 months. So that is why we need this, because we tend to forget this. And it's really, when someone tells you thank you, it really motivates you. Also, acknowledge your work. And also, so this is also something more than words. I mean, I didn't want to ask you who really meant that thank you, let's say in the last 24 hours, but sometimes it's really nice to sit, think, and say thank you, really like a meaningful thank you. And yeah, so also it helps us to raise awareness and visibility about all those, like all these free software projects or the communities, but also it helps that the people that are outside our community to learn about this. And yeah, I mean, it's also really nice, positive, create this feeling of being part of this really positive community. I remember a long time ago, when I was an intern at the FSFE, the former president came to me and told me, you might not be used to this community. It's really weird that people will tell you thank you because they are not used to this. I got the other impression, but yeah, still, it's really, really nice, to say thank you. Even sometimes you really think you are doing it, but maybe not. So yeah, say thank you. It's really nice. And then how to celebrate this day. So there's so many ways you can think about your own way. Like we've done at the FSFE so many different things to celebrate. We were just sending these letters with the roses, the flowers. We also are having like panel discussions. SERPIC is on our website. It's super easy to use. You just put you just say why, and then add your picture, and post in social networks. Postcards, as I said, I have postcards here. I also have stickers. I have balloons that also we have there at our booth. So yeah, you can be really creative. We have a lot of things. This is also from like a post from a couple of years ago. It's a fun thing to do. I'm telling you, it's a really fun day to just meet other people, do different activities, talk, discuss. You can go to hacker spaces, whatever, and yeah, it's really, really fun. And for the last 4 years, indeed, we are trying to choose a topic. So this is also for you to give you an idea. You can celebrate this day, as I said, the way you want to. And for next year is going to be hidden projects, because we want to focus on all these people doing really great things, like really at the core of the foundation of the free software. So, as I said, you can start now. I have postcards, and you can start like writing them, thinking about projects. You can also think about organizing an event. If you do it, come back to us. We will be helping you. And yeah, then last but not least, of course, please support the FSFE. We are here. We're doing really great things and initiatives like this thanks to your help. And one also really cool thing we have today is ice cream, free ice cream, from one of our supporters. So yeah, if you go to our booth, get ice cream, but also you can, don't forget to support us however you can, because it's really going to help us to do this super nice project, but also these other projects and topics my colleagues, the boring ones my colleagues were talking about. So, yeah, please become, you can become a supporter, but please, 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 celebrate also. I love Free Software Day. Every day doesn't need to be on that day. That day will be better, but also say thank you to all these, cool projects that are there and making your life easier. And that's all. If you have any question, I'm here. Oh, forgot to say, we have socks. We sell this, but they are super nice. I'm bringing all the merchandising, like the oligarchs. Yeah, but that's not, I love Free Software.
So please go to the booth after the session. Is there any question from the public? Yes, the microphone is coming.
Which software do you want to thank, Anna?
What?
Which software do you want to thank?
With?
To say thank you. Which software do you want to say thank you?
Well, the one I'm using the most, GIMP. Yeah, so I want to say thank you for GIMP because my life is way easier. Sometimes really difficult also, because I'm not a pro, but it's really easier thanks to GIMP. I was able to, most of these pictures, I was able to edit them, thank you to GIMP. So yeah, thank you. I will write them a postcard.
We have still 3 minutes left if there is some other questions.
I can dance, I can sing, I'm going to tell me to do it. No.
No, maybe I can ask you, how do you see the future of this I Love Free Software Day?
I see that we will have more and more events every year. And like more like small groups will be celebrating it. Some might not want to celebrate doing exactly on that day, but yeah, hopefully more and more people will celebrate it, and maybe there will be a day we don't need this because we will realize the great things the developers are doing, and we just appreciate their work and say thank you to them more often. So we don't need this day. But meanwhile, postcards, merchandising.
And there is one particular event that you enjoy most? There is one particular event. Is there any particular event that you enjoy most?
No, because also like every year, our events are different. Also, we try also to have like sometimes a bigger one in a country. Usually it's a different country in Europe. And I like most of them, like all of them. Like, I mean, sometimes we had cake, sometimes we had pizza, sometimes we have like someone with video games or, yeah. So depending on the year, we have so many different things. Okay. And it's really great to, be able to share this day with the community. So
thank you very much.
Thank you.